Shalom, Israel. This is Sister Jackie. Recently, I watched King Ugo's video on the real Nile River. I thought that was a very informative video. I'll share a link to it in this video description. But the reason why I jumped on is because I was thinking that possibly Yeshua left us breadcrumbs to the region. I know that other people are doing research on the true biblical locations. I know that personally for me, I started doubting that the areas was the area that's presented to us today were not correct after Truth Unveiled 777 did the Jerusalem series. My first impression after he did it was like, wait a minute, how did Joseph and Mary escape to Egypt if Egypt is that far away from um, where they were? But then I started looking at the maps myself, and those maps back then, the landscape were different. Everything was different back then. I mean, at one point, I believe Ethiopia was even territory was even in South Africa. So, if they can, it's like you really can't trust too much many things that the people today present, because they have proved themselves as people who don't want to tell the truth. But anyway, this scripture in John chapter 11 verse 9 says, Yeshua answered, "Are there not 12 hours in the day? If any man walk in the day, he stumbleth not, because he seeth the light of this world." Now, by now we should know that Yeshua is the day star. However, like when I saw the 12 hours in the day, which it means daytime, I was like, well, there's not always 12 hours in the day. When you look at the Enoch calendar, you see that the length of daytime and nighttime changes each day. So I thought perhaps this was like a mistranslation, but perhaps Yeshua was pointing us to a region. I mean, he could have a spiritual meaning here, but maybe he was pointing us to an actual region, because the only time there's 12 hours in the daytime and 12 hours in the nighttime is around the equator. So for those who research this information, that may be something you want to add on your research too. So I'm going to look here on my phone. I brought up a list here of some of the African countries that's around the equator. I know we have Kenya, Congo, Uganda, Somalia, and I think some more. So maybe he was pointing us to a region. If so, that totally rules out the modern Israel. That's totally ruled out. But I pretty much believe that we will not know all truth until our King Yeshua returns. So I just thought I would jump on and give my 2 cents. But I will leave a link to King Ugo's video, and also Truth Unveiled 777, just in case others haven't seen that yet. Anyway, take care.